Is that a hiker's rest? A lot of people have arrived. And it's 50 minutes yet until the next train is due. I just had a bottle of Coca-Cola. That lad kindly opened the cafe even though it's officially closed. Should I go home or should I go to settle and have a meal? I got a baked spud last time with prawns on. See you again. I was telling that old chap about me novelty hoeing, so I thought I'd give him a demo. So, yeah, I think what the deal is here, that coach has dropped the visitors off and they're going for a ride on the choo-choos, the steam train, and then picking them up further up the line. That's a good idea, isn't it, for train enthusiasts? So, cross that off my list. And also I've always been curious about this little train line, so now I know where it is. I'll have to check out online when the timetable is. Sorry, I don't want to go past Albert. Oh, go on then. If he's stopping. Give me a little wave. They always assume we're in a hurry though, don't they? I'm in no rush. Just clean the visor of bug splats, of which there were many. Always take a little pack of wet wipes with you. There was nothing on the lens, luckily. Right, next stop, settle. Another baked spud, a nice cup of tea. Prawn mayonnaise on the top, and then head for home on the country lane. I'm annoyed about that bloody battery. If it did ping out, it's a bit weird why it stopped. Always charge your batteries up fully. Maybe that was the reason it wasn't fully. If you don't fully deplete them before you recharge them, I think that has the memory effect, doesn't it? It ices up batteries. But as I've had this camera for 3 years and the other one for 5, I think I'm due some more batteries. So, like I said, I'll be checking eBay. That old fella we're talking about, bikers killed. What the hell is that? I thought it was some kind of soggy shite. It's some kind of foliage, isn't it? Did I come this way? Slightly lost around these parts. I'm a stranger in these parts. Oh yeah, it's 59 again here. Yeah, so one lad was doing 120 miles an hour and collided with a lorry. I said, well, there's plenty of others get killed on the roads in bloody cars. It's just, if it's safe to, it's not necessarily the speed, sometimes it's safe to go fast. So much for the cafe. I was just saying to that lad, he said, oh, it was his first visit as well. I said, well, I was just curious after seeing all the stuff about it on Facebook. and I'll recheck Facebook when I get home, see how big the bloody cafe actually is. Yeah, I've said before, you get a different perspective of the scenery, don't you, on the return journey. Where's the turn off? It's round about down here, weren't it, I think. Yeah, that's why I don't like the A59. Busy with traffic, lots of huge lorries. What's this signpost there? Nothing. Grassington. What's that, Grassington? Maybe we should visit some of these places. Yeah. I looked at that bloody signpost there and didn't look up for the bloody vehicle. Still, I got good brakes. Silly sod. That's after refreshments. I chose Coca-Cola because all that caffeine theoretically should wake me up. I've had a bit of a crap night's sleep. Again, waking up early. Roundabout coming up, is this the turn off? Tell I'm not familiar with these roads. I'll keep a bit of distance this time, yeah. Alright, A65 Kendal. Right, I'm turning right. This will have a lot of bikes on, won't it, all heading to Settle. So I've not been on this road before. It'll be interesting. The Lakes, Kendal, Settle 15 mile. Kirby Lonsdale 32, my god. What time is it? Earlier, so I could go. I mean, the route I used to do a lot on my other bikes, on my Silverwing in particular, because it was very comfortable for riding long distances, or relatively long distances. It was Settle, Kirby Lonsdale, then over to Lancaster, then to Morecambe, have a meal, then back over the Trough of Ball and come out to Whalley. Nice long ride, 100 and odd miles. More nice views, hills and things. And all the Jaguar up in front, I think. Well, nice views I suppose, but it's a busy road full of bloody traffic. That sort of dampens the effect somewhat, doesn't it? I could be reckless and overtake this lot, knock it down a gear and wallop. Like him. Oh, anyway. What a lovely view. Hills and trees and a canal this time. It's a long and winding road, isn't it? Yeah, I've always turned off for Gisborne from Settle, so I've never been this way before. Quite pleasant, isn't it? It's lovely. So, Route 59 Cafe. As I keep saying, you should do your research before setting off on a ride. See exactly what you're heading into. I don't know, if I'd gone on the Facebook site, I'd have noticed there was that event on for Blood Bite, so I expect it to be busy. And I could have took a bottle of something myself. I need a cool bag though, I'm going to get a cool bag. Strap it over your shoulder and put a couple of drinks in, maybe a pie. I've always wondered if police see you wearing high vis, do they appreciate that you might be a more responsible rider and not be a loony? I certainly hope so. I thought that copper were turning red then to follow me. A biker, let's nick him, aye. Malham Grassington. I'm sure my brother used to go there, is there something there? Malham Grassington. You know, of interest, I mean. As in scenery in a cafe, etc. Maybe I should have a look. Nice little village, some very old buildings. Settle 11 mile. Is that an old jag? Looks like it, doesn't it? Now, if anyone from foreign climes is watching, these double lines mean do not cross over these lines at any cost for safety reasons. It's the same in other countries, double white lines. This is why we're tootling along merrily. Imagine having an old classic car like that. Your dream to drive, wouldn't it? Well, probably hard work with no power steering and what have you. Just the smell of them. My granddad had an old Humber Super Snipe, 1967. And he used to take us out for days out to Blackpool and Morecambe and further afield in the 1970s. Humber Super Snipe. It was about the same size as that. Huge big car, nearly 3 litres. Village, Coniston Cold, Belbusk Melon. I'll do a search for 1739 that day. I'll have a look online for Malham and Grassington, see if there's anything worth looking at. And the Biker Paul's done any videos there. I think he's done every village in Lancashire and Yorkshire that's worth a visit by bike. Certainly a busy road, isn't it? Where are they all going on a Sunday? When they're returning from the lakes. Jack's turning. It was a Mark II, wasn't it? Point overtaking this farmer's trailer if there's traffic in front, so I'll stay here. Old Galwing, 1100. That looks a bit dodgy. Go down a bum, they'll fling out them little whatever they are, sacks. Ooh, bug splats. Keep reaching for another gear, I'm already in 6. It feels like it's a bit revvy at 3000 revs, but I'm going to have to get a digital gear indicator. So it's nice, isn't it? Lots of nice green fields, but like I said, to be a good biking road, you'll have to be a bit less cars and bloody trucks on it. I was thinking about carrying on to Kirby Lonsdale and then over to Lancaster and Morecambe, but I'll leave that for me. Holiday break, I think. Oh, nice views, a little bit misty and hazy. Missing all the peaks, we're all over there and the road's going this way. It's hills and mountains that I like. Rather than just flat fields. What village is this? Yeah, countrywide problem. Oh, this is that turn off. Look at all these potholes, oh fine. Yeah, that's a turn off for Gisborne, 6 miles away. 6 miles, you know, seems a lot longer when you're on it. There is an alternative road actually that comes out, I forgot where, I've been on it. Very long leafy lane on it, about a mile long. It's a little side turning to the left, not sure if it'll be signposted. Well, what a boy, right, stuck behind traffic, and you know. Thompson tractors, get your new tractors here. I used to work with a lad that was a tractor enthusiast. I said, they all look alike. They all look alike. And they could tell each different model from years ago, which ones they were. He had a load of little toy models. But they do all look alike, don't they? Little wheels, big wheels, and a motor. Henry Cole's a bit of a tractor enthusiast as well. Could you get excited by a Massey Ferguson? More nice green lanes. But still with busy traffic. You're going Albert. Maybe they're going to Grassington and Melham. Settled 5 miles. Wonder if there'll be a big crowd at Settle. Might be a big queue for that cafe and nowhere to sit down with my aching leg. The old naked man cafe. We might run out of spuds. That's all I can eat. I can't chew stuff. A nice soft baked spud with prawns is quite manageable. I should have checked the mileage, but there's no orange light on for low fuel yet. the nice views to the left. That railway line comes from Clitheroe to Settle, and then you can get the Settle to Carlisle Scenic Railway. I think it's about £80 a ticket. I'd love to go on that. Imagine a day trip on the Settle to Carlisle, a couple of pints at Carlisle when you get there. Toilets for the return journey. Not lovely. I'm not sure if it's on a steam train or not, Settle to Carlisle. Is it on a main line or not? Because when my mum was 70, I paid for it to go on the, it said Orient Express to Edinburgh. And it set off from Bolton Station. And when it came, it was bloody diesel. And it said, oh no, we haven't got the steam train on because it's a main line. It'll hold up the express services from London to Edinburgh. Said the steam train services on the minor lines down south, so it might be the same here. I settled to Carlisle, but it's only when you get off you appreciate you're being pulled by a steam engine. When you're on the actual train, there might be a smell of smoke if you leave a window open, but you won't really be aware, will you? So what's the point? Radiator's working well, hardly registering, about 10 mil above the cold. Well, as you'd expect, not going to suddenly burst, is it? It was taken from a low mileage wreck bike. I'm pleased that paint didn't burn off. I sprayed it with standard black gloss, not heat resistant, and it's not burnt off. It smelled a bit initially, but seems fine. Look at this, there's still that momentary lapse of concentration and you're into the bloody barbed wire. That's why these lovely scenic views can distract you. How did you end up in the field? Well, I was looking at a lovely view, hills and things, and suddenly the road bent without warning. Right down a hump. Settle. Couple of miles off yet. Alright. Are these for you? Alright. Is everything alright? Just stop for a rest. Alright. I thought you were in trouble or something. There was a lad further down the road, he was pushing his bike, so I went up, turned round, went back, and he disappeared. So he must have sorted something out. Right, okay. Oh well, I thought he was a rider in distress. He just stopped for a rest. hills, aren't they? The crags, I like a crag. Yeah, that Coca-Cola was gassy. So yeah, if you've not been to Settle before, it is a biker place, either in Elvet. You know, where bikes have traditionally met for many years. Loads of cafes, plenty of parking on the town square, hopefully. And we had his batteries coping. I swapped batteries when I resumed filming at the Route 59 after that cock-up. And it's a Pentax out of my camera. It's lovely. So that should be good for around about an hour. I imagine it'll ping out on the journey home. Nothing coming good. Stretch my aching legs. Well, it's still there, good. Now then, table. There isn't one. If you're not eating, get off. If you're not tingling, get off the potty. If you finish a meal, you should sod off. Look at them old ladies. And that old chap. Not a scrap of, not a morsel on the table, and they're using it up. The date on that cafe, 1663. The Old Naked Man Cafe. Oh, we're talking to that chap at the station, him on the BMW 800 about this. And I said about Alan Bolter as one of the early models with a Rotax engine, what my Aprilia had. ID 400. Oh yeah, Bullets. That's a coincidence, isn't it? That's what I was talking about. Mate at work. Clive is called, right grand lad. I love a Bullet, he said. I said, a Bullet? Royal Enfield? He said, no, Chinese Bullets. I do, alright. That's a coincidence. I was just saying, a mate at work said, is that for a Bullet Hero? I said, a Bullet? Royal Enfield? He said, no, a Bullet. I said, I've never heard of them, so I went online. I said, they look pretty cool. For a 125. I said, yeah, that's right, he's into trial bikes. They do one called the Spirit as well, don't they? Yeah, I like them. Be good, like a winter commuter type of thing. I said the name's cool because it's like the Steve McQueen Bullet spelling. And they do a green one like his Dodge Charger. Yeah, yeah. I've just been to that Route 59, I've never been before. I thought I'll check it out, and they were bloody queuing for refreshments. I was flaking out after 20 minutes. So I gave it up as a bad job and I've come here. And there's no tables. That group of pensioners haven't got a morsel on table yet. I should say, move along if you're not eating, come on. I want to sit down in a baked spud like last time. Ah, Bullets, very nice. What a coincidence. That was It says Sprint, it wasn't the Hero, was it? That's a good personalised plate, isn't it? Chris Yam. And Triumph. What Honda's that? Oh, CB500. I should recognise it, that's what I had in black. Little Ferryman. That's what I said about handlebar mounted shorts, can you see? Why fiff and faff around with my bike reaching down when you could have it on the handlebars? It should all be on the handlebars. Yeah, I bought mine just because it's the cheapest bike they had available at Dixon's. When my Aprilia seized up, I went on an emergency bike hunt and I saw the CB500. $13.50 I paid for it. E-Red 67. Nice little thing, isn't it? It's like a 350. As I said before, they don't put the CCs on the side panels. It's a bit confusing. I just noticed a reg on that Bullit. Doo! Like Homer Simpson. Doo! There might be seats inside the cafe, I'll go and see. That's a nice bike, isn't it? Not lovely. Oh, I went in there before, the Singing Kettle. Anyway, I'll go and get a baked spud if we still have some. I'm still filming. Nice here, isn't it? Bye for now.